What up, family? T.I. and Dro. Man, I must say, I salute their relationship. You know what I'm saying? They've been solid for years, having each other back. The whole Pimp Squad team. You know, they still rolling and still together. That's rare in the hip hop community. I also want to salute T.I. before we get into details for the things that he's doing for the community of Atlanta. Employing black people, affordable housing, just giving back in ways that need to be given back. Jobs is needed in our community. Affordable housing is needed in our community. And that's two of the main things that you can do as a rapper, fam, to give back, like talking about. Now, on the other hand, we know Young Dro. Dro is solid, polo down type dude, you know what I'm saying? Pretty boy level, ain't too gangster, but it kind of showed, you know what I'm saying, in this scenario. Now, I don't want to say not too gangster because I don't want to take nothing from an individual gangsterism, but I know he's looking at the game totally different from what he used to. Now, you can have certain individuals around you. Meaning, you know, you're taking them to the Breakfast Club, like on this situation. Just your homeboys that you grew up with or you got love for. And they don't understand the process of the hip hop game and life. A lot of dudes really be out of turn when they do things. And it's hard to be around people like that, even if they ain't meaning it like that. You just got to have a certain character about yourself moving around amongst the corporate business. It just is what it is. Now, they in this interview, Young Dro, they on the Breakfast Club, Dro is speaking on his addiction. If you don't know, Dro had been the fentanyl pills, like he done overdosed about 2-3 times and still here. So they talking about it. His homeboy, what it was, K-Dub is his name, was in the back and he was continuing to laughing about Dro addiction problem while Dro talking. T.I. spoke on like, hey man, this man back here laughing, Dro talking about, you know, this addiction serious situation, and they was trying to laugh it off like it was a laughing matter. Dro was even trying to laugh it off. But Dro continued to talk, and then in that conversation, he spoke on his daughter having addiction also, that they was fighting together. And my man still laughed at that time in the background. At that time he laughed, Dro turned around and like, my man, I will slap you now. You know, so my boy K-Dub like, now you ain't gonna slap. He pulling up a little bit. T.I. like, man, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo. And then T.I. went off on everybody pretty much that was with him and saying, hey man, we know what we here for. You know what I'm saying? Let's stick to the script. I don't, you know, he was just going off on a level to let them know I'm big dog. You really here with me. You Dro partner. You feel me? Dro got you here, but Dro is the reason. The reason Dro here is because I'm here. You feel me? So T.I. put his foot down on that situation. Now I want you to stick with me on this because it's very interesting the way it came about and the way that it went down. But it was a clear signal sign that you have dudes like this. Now I want to mind you, K-Dub came back and said he was laughing, not at Dro's daughter in the situation, but some that had happened earlier. The things that he posted on his IG social media. And I think it's up under the comedian K-Dub is his name. Now, even if my man was laughing because it was finna get crazy in that moment. Like Dro was really feeling it. Now, he's saying that I was laughing about, but it's a time and a place to laugh. I went to his social media. I see that he called himself a comedian, might be on that level with it, but this was a serious situation that Dro talking about, fam, about his family and him when it comes to addiction and the fentanyl, and people need to hear what's going on in today's time with the fentanyl. It's not a joking matter. Even Charlemagne was like, hey man, what's up with your man over here? You know, he just keep laughing. You can see him behind the camera on Dro, it was disrespectful. I wouldn't have did it. You feel me? And I'm going back to what a lot of dudes, bro, be from the hood, don't know how to turn the switch on and off. And they think it's just cool, but it's disrespectful. That's why in prison, I didn't play no games, none of that. We ain't finna do none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Because it can lead to situations to where you in a real environment or in a real conversation and the individual will continue to play and they don't know how to turn the switch on and off. And that's exactly what this situation was when it came to Dro. I must say T.I. is a stand-up dude. I must say Dro is a stand-up dude because see, later on in this interview, Dro was like, man, I don't even want to put out that type of character. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy, Apollo. You know, he was letting the public know. Now, for Dro to do that, it showed growth, family. Because even before he did that, I was thinking in my mind, like, man, I would have hugged my man and apologized with love. Even if I wasn't wrong. I'm being dead real with you. Even if he was wrong. And I told him I'd slap him. And it's on camera for everybody to see. I would have did the same thing that Dro did, fam. Came back and said that it's love. Because see, at the same time, I'm saying what I'm saying about people that don't know how to cut the switch on and off. They still human beings, fam. I'm glad that T.I. understood that. Even when Dro said that, he was like, man, you right. T.I. be on the spiritual bound. Dro be on the spiritual bound. They talking about how they grew up in the church. This is what everlasting with longevity and peace look like. Fam, I'm telling y'all the truth. All these rappers that's moving around, doing what they doing, the OG rappers I'm talking about, bro, a lot of them that ain't got the most high, because that's the only way you find peace. You can't find it through yourself. So that's why you seeing them still in and out of jail, going through situations, not able to put the money back in the community that God have blessed T.I. with to do. Because they not solid, fam, from the inside. They don't have a forgiving heart. I even remember when it came to T.I. and Shawty Lo. And everything that Shawty Lo had said about T.I. when Shawty Lo died, T.I. on interviews giving it up for him. You know what I'm saying? On a level, like he was coming back with that done it all. Who mentioned Bankhead? You know, T.I. bumping to the music, fam. With forgiveness in his heart because he understands that the program is bigger than him. That man got kids and everything else. Why would I keep riding on the dead man and what he got going on and his kids looking at this footage? And it's forever footage that's going to surface. This is what real look like, man. Don't let nobody tell y'all nothing different. Even if Dro would have stood up and slapped that man behind what he did, this look more realer than that, my guy. Because he showed growth, that we can have a misunderstanding as people and still come together and shake hands and apologize as friends, man. Us today, as friends, we feel like if we fall out, that's it. You feel me? Like we ain't human and ain't gonna have, if you have a misunderstanding with your sisters, your brothers, your mamas, and everybody else, what make you think you ain't gonna have now with your friend? You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's coming to your life, you're not going to agree with everything with that person. Friends are quick to run out on each other. I salute Pimp Squad Kid, fam. I salute T.I. I salute Dro. Everything that they got going, I salute growth, period. Because see, that's what it's all about, fam. And seeing them on this interview come to this point like they did, because if you don't remember back then, man, T.I. would have them hitters that's around like that, brrr. Mollywop that boy back in their time. You feel me? So growth is everything. I will keep y'all updated on situations. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.